Jason Westfall is joining us now. You know, our compass word this hour is shuttle. We've been talking mainly shuttle Endeavor, but there's another kind of shuttle that you can take, and it's in the Santa Barbara area and also the Paso Robles wine tasting region. It is a hop-on, hop-off shuttle called the Wine Line. I love the idea. I've loved it for years, and I finally get to interview Jason. We've been back and forth with emails. Seriously, I'm not kidding, for like 3 or 4 years now. Jason, thanks for being on the show.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So when I first saw your idea, I was doing a piece for KCOY television called Down to Earth. And the reason why I wanted to focus on it was because your shuttle vans are biodiesel. And I thought that was a really cool idea. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, so the biodiesel comes already kind of processed and mixed. So you don't need to do any conversions or anything. You do need to change out some hoses, but it's nothing big. You just need to change from rubber to plastic. But we run a B20 mix, which is basically 20% bio and 80% diesel. And but every engine's different, so you just need to find what works for your motors. And and it's just a cleaner. We wanted to do bio because we were going to be driving around all day, so we wanted to leave as light of a carbon footprint as we could.
Is biodiesel the sort of thing where you can get oil from like a restaurant, leftover fry oil?
Yeah. That's the concept. If you want to process it yourself,
I see.
If you run straight veggie oil, then you do need to do a little bit of converting. You need to just have a heating element that'll thin out the straight veggie oil. But what you do with biodiesel is you take the veggie oil and you mix it with there's a little process. You mix it with methanol and potassium hydroxide, and then you get the ready to go biodiesel. And that's why you don't need to do any conversions, because it's already kind of mixed and ready to go.
Now let's talk about your concept, because when it comes to touring places, I like this idea because I'm not one that likes to stick with a tour. I like to sort of, live by my own timeline. And that's what your hop-on, hop-off wine line allows.
Yeah. So I basically solved my own dilemma as well. Whenever I travel or do anything, I like to do my own research and, go at my own pace, and I just need someone to get me to, from point A to point B. So that's what kind of led to the hop-on, hop-off concept. So we're door-to-door service, so we pick up the customers at their accommodations, and then we start them on our loops. In Paso, we serve a little over 60 wineries, and in Santa Barbara, we service the town of Los Olivos and then about 11 wineries through Fox and Canyon. And the customers just pick and choose where they want to hop on and hop off all day long. So when they hop off, we walk them in, introduce them to staff who does the pouring and tasting, and then we get back in a van, take the next customers to their desired destination, and then we return in approximately 40 minutes. And if they're ready to go, they just hop back on and proceed to the next winery of their choice.
So what kind of volume are you doing? Like, how many people can you handle in a weekend?
Well, right now in Paso, we max out at about 30, and then down in Santa Barbara, about 17.
And Santa Barbara is your newest venture, right?
Right. Yeah, we're just about a year and a half old down there now.
So you need a concentration of wineries in order for this to work. So I imagine if Santa Barbara works out well, then you'll consider maybe the Santa Cruz Mountains, Livermore Valley, Sonoma, Napa, places where you have deep concentrations of wineries.
Yeah, exactly, where they're kind of densely populated, and we can create a loop that, we just need to be able to get from one side to the other in about 20, 30 minutes. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So right now, Paso Robles was just named by TripAdvisor as the 6th most popular wine tasting region in the entire country. That's really impressive.
Awesome.
Because when you, and that's all based on travelers. This isn't like some know-it-all putting it together.
No, it's the actual visitors saying this is what we like.
This is what we like, exactly. And when you consider really just the world-class wine regions up in Washington and Oregon states and other portions of the nation, the Finger Lakes in New York, and so there's so many different places to compete with. California, we like to think we do it all, but no, there's a lot of competition. So to come in number 6 is really impressive. And your business revolves around that concept, right?
Oh yeah, we're definitely, and we've seen a great increase, over the past 2 years. With the economy kind of getting a little bit better and people feeling a little bit more comfortable with at least weekend trips and whatnot.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so we've been growing every year since we started, and but yeah, we definitely get a lot of that feedback as well. That Paso is extremely unique as a wine country, and definitely growing.
Now, some of these wine tours that you can take include some sort of meal along the way. Do you work food into the process at all?
Yeah, we again with our mission of freedom and flexibility. We allow people to obviously bring their own lunch. We provide a really delicious organic gourmet lunch for $15 a person.
Nice.
And then in Paso, there are a couple places to eat along the way where the customers can hop off and buy lunch. Santa Barbara doesn't, Fox Canyon doesn't really have that, but again, they could go into Los Olivos and eat, or we provide a lunch there, or they can bring their own. So.
My favorite part about wine tasting is some of the picnic areas associated with the wineries,
Right.
and so
Beautiful.
that'd be great to choose your organic option and then just relax in that winery setting with a nice lunch and maybe a bottle that you got at the winery itself. Because I like to do a little tasting, but then I just give me the bottle and let's go. Let's go sit down and enjoy it. HopOnTheWineline.com. That's the web address, correct?
Correct.
HopOnTheWineline.com. Check it out. It's a fantastic idea, and we appreciate you being on the show. Jason Westfall, owner
Thank
of
you guys so much.
The Wine Line.